Now! So!
Europe's highest and most active volcano, Mount Etna in Sicily, erupted violently today, sending a huge plume of smoke and ash into the Italian sky as tourists were seen running for their lives. Dramatic footage posted on social media showed a thick cloud of ash covering the area as visitors fled the slopes in panic. Italy's National Institute of Geophysics and Volcanology (INGV) said Etna was experiencing a strong and almost continuous Strombolian eruption with increasing intensity. The volcanic earthquakes that signaled the eruption began at around 10 p.m. last night and peaked just before 12 a.m., according to INGV. So far, there have been no reports of casualties or major material damage, but authorities have raised the alert level and restricted access to the area around the active crater. Etna is one of the world's most closely monitored volcanoes and has a long history of eruptions, often spectacular but also potentially dangerous for residents and tourists visiting it. Authorities have urged residents to follow the advice and avoid dangerous areas. Authorities say there is no immediate danger after volcano produces eruption cloud and pyroclastic flows. A large plume of ash, gas, and rock has been spewed from Italy's Mount Etna, Europe's largest active volcano, but authorities say there is no immediate danger to residents. Images show a large gray cloud billowing from the volcano on the island of Sicily, starting at around 11:24 a.m. local time on Monday, according to the National Institute of Geophysics and Volcanology (INGV). Reconnaissance cameras showed pyroclastic flows probably generated by the collapse of material from the north side of the southeastern crater, the agency said. A pyroclastic flow occurs when hot volcanic rock, ash, and gas erupt from a volcano. They are extremely dangerous. The eruptive activity has turned into a lava fountain, the INGV said, with the ash plume expected to dissipate towards the southwest. Sicily's regional president, Renato Scafani, said experts had assured him there was no danger to the population because the river did not pass through the Valley of the Lions, an area frequented by tourists. Videos posted on social media appeared to show tourists rushing down the side of the volcano, some taking photographs, but AFP could not confirm their authenticity. The partial collapse of the crater in the southeast, which produced an impressive eruption cloud several kilometers high and pyroclastic flows, is a phenomenon that we are monitoring very carefully, Scafani said. The head of the Regional Civil Protection Unit, Salvo Cosina, advised tourists to avoid the area, taking into account the potential evolution of the phenomenon. A red alert issued to aviation authorities said the volcanic cloud was estimated to be 6.5 kilometers, more than 4 miles, high. Nearby Catania Airport is still operating. Although Catania Airport is operating normally, some flights have been delayed due to reduced visibility due to the spread of volcanic ash in the atmosphere. Aviation authorities have issued warnings to airlines to anticipate sudden changes in flight routes. In towns around Etna's slopes, such as Zaffarana, Etnia, and Nicolosi, residents have begun cleaning up the ash layer covering roads and rooftops. Several schools in the area have decided to suspend classes for safety reasons. Masks have also been distributed to residents as a protective measure against ash particles that can be dangerous to the respiratory tract. Meanwhile, a team of volcanologists from INGV continues to monitor developments using seismic sensors and thermal cameras installed around the crater. Scientists say that this eruption is part of a pattern of Etna activity that has increased in recent years. Mount Etna has a fluctuating eruption cycle. This eruption was explosive, but still within the limits that we can manage with the existing monitoring system, said Dr. Luca Caruso, a volcanologist from INGV. The regional government has also prepared evacuation scenarios if volcanic activity increases significantly. The public is advised to remain calm, but vigilant, and to continue following official information from local authorities. Mount Etna, with a height of more than 3,300 meters, is not only a symbol of nature's grandeur, but also a challenge that the people of Sicily continue to face. This eruption is a reminder that natural beauty can at any time turn into an extraordinary destructive force. On the other hand, the local tourism sector is starting to feel the impact of this eruption. Several tour operators and tour guides have canceled their climbing schedules to Mount Etna until the situation is declared safe. Hotels in nearby cities such as Catania and Taormina have also received cancellations from tourists who are worried about their safety. However, some tourists who are still on site admit that they are interested in seeing this natural phenomenon from a distance, although with high alertness. The local government emphasized that the main priority at this time is the safety of residents and tourists. Coordination between civil protection authorities, the meteorological agency, and the military continues to be carried out to ensure a quick response if the eruption develops into a more dangerous direction. Evacuation routes have been rechecked, and emergency posts have begun to be set up at several strategic points. Experts predict that this volcanic activity could continue for the next few days, although its intensity could fluctuate. Etna is a mountain that cannot be fully predicted.